Here's Robert Lee and Dalenkoff, guys.
We welcome those of you who've been watching Wichita State and Temple from Philadelphia. It's another Philadelphia school, St. Joe's.
Groove right now, 12-3 run the last 4 minutes.
We're here in the Gateway City. Robert Lee, Dalenkoff, our terrific crew with you from Shea Fitz Arena, where both these teams trying to start 2-0 in Atlantic 10 play. Big fall underneath.
Three, over 60 from the field. He's long, he's strong, he can defend, he can rebound, and he can make wins in an 18-game schedule, given how deep it is.
Yeah, 6 and 12 is going to be tough to swallow, but that's going to be where the line is. We've seen West Virginia a couple of years ago get in. I want to say they were 7 and 11, or again, third coach in 3 years at the top of a multi-bid Mountain West. Dayton clearly the class of the Atlantic 10 thus far. You'll be featuring them a lot of nights on this window, and that'll be great basketball to watch. To say that,
Aren't him and his boys from the Bonnies? I feel like they win the coaches versus cancer.
Giving strokes there.
Xavier Brown was fouled on a three-point.
Tempo of the game, hit a couple shots. St. Louis has turned it over to their all-league guard, who picked up 2 fouls the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they stuck him in for one possession. But the Billikens had 7 assists on their first 7 baskets.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing pretty well also. I'm with Avila, and Swope missed the game, and they haven't been whole. But, you know, I know we're in the state of Missouri. I don't want anyone to, you know.
More physical, not allowing them to just run their cuts, and obviously cutting back door and not having the help side there has been problematic early in this game, too.
But they can't win with this guy on the bench.
Reynolds is fouled. Will send us to a timeout. Joe, we appreciate it. Again, note those start times. 11 a.m. Eastern, Florida, Kentucky. Fouled before the timeout. And he is an excellent free throw shooter. He makes them both.
Johnson, a young player, I don't think you need that at this moment.
Jimerson, his first shot attempt of the game after he comes off a career-high 33. Nice back tap. Swoop knocks it down.
I believe that was Anya on the back tap. Leads.
Tracking down the rebound, Kobe Johnson. The West Virginia transfer pushes into the front court. Nice feed down low for a layup by Anya.
Another smart play. Anya on the step-up ball screen. No communication between Fleming and Johnson on who's going to do what there. Goes right by Reynolds. He's going to live with some of those. He's going to have your best player get a shot off kind of trail 3. He doesn't say, I'm dying for you to shoot that, but it's not a no shot either.
Nice look from Avila to Anya. Missed the 3, and Haskins the board. This game was very high scoring to start. It's actually become kind of a low scoring game as Haskins cutting to the rim, lays it up and in.
Great find by Xavier Brown, who number 11 in white. He's getting a little winded. He just got back from a hamstring injury, practiced one day on Monday, played Tuesday, and their win at home, and now he's getting his second game action. Great find, though, but he's got to be able to play through some fatigue. Nice
finish there for St. Louis. Kobe Johnson, not known as a real scoring threat. 4 points a game. He's got 6 tonight. You mentioned Xavier Brown, last year's Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year, preseason second team this season. Nice move and a foul. Will send us to a break.
Of double-digit win streaks he's been part of through different seasons earlier today, and the key to that, mentioned Avila from Indiana State, one of the transfer as well, but it's a bunch of new faces here. Plus 2 blocks a game over the last 8 games, can really defend, but can also make threes and play a little. He's learning to play off the bounce.
Jimerson has not scored. The Atlantic 10's leading scorer at 19 a game. He missed the 3 there. Swope, what a move! Off the Fleming miss. Wide open, Xavier Brown, corner 3. Offensive rebound for Sean Simmons, and a score.
Had a good rebound, had a chance to kick it out, but he wanted a little for himself.
Can't blame him. And Simmons the rebound.
Good minutes, great rebound again.
Coming in and making an impact here late in the first half. Fleming attacks the rim. Blocked. Gets it back. Fleming flips it in.
Great job sticking with it, but again, where his development.
Guarding 5'10" Isaiah Swope.
Good hands by Brown as he was all over Jimerson, not let him get any space.
7 on the shot clock. Nice feed to Jimerson, who lays it in. Beautiful look from Anya.
Brown and Fleming for a second got caught on the short corner to exploit the zone.
Brown off a screen, into the corner for a Reynolds three. Air ball, rebounded by St. Louis, 10 seconds left. Can hold for one here, only 6 seconds left. Swope splits a double, and he is fouled on the floor. That is only the 5th foul. Final 2.5 seconds. Specialty play here, they get it in. Jimerson's three is good! Gibson Jimerson's first three of the game is a big one. 7-point lead at the half.
Gets into his shot pocket, and it goes right up. Big three to steal some momentum going into break.
Gibson Jimerson, the active leader amongst NCAA players with three-pointers, hits numbers. Popularized that. What are we talking? Late 90s there?
Country Grammar was late 90s. We've been around in the 2000s. We're not that old, are we?
Speak for yourself.
I think I'm older than you, but all right. You
That's
concur.
not true.
That's not
That's
true.
not
All right,
true.
we've
Not
looked
even
that up.
close.
Not even close.
No.
All right.
Eric Reynolds drives to the rim and scores.
Ball looking to get to the rim early is a good sign for the Hawks.
St. Louis, the home team in the black jerseys. First time they've worn these jerseys that say the Lou. Avila left corner three. He got it.
Joe Fleming falling asleep at the wheel. You have to.
Biggest lead of the first half was 10 for the Billikens. Led by 7 at halftime. Reynolds had it knocked away. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Ajabo. Nice bank shot.
Great job. The transfer from Harvard, just ducking in an Avila, getting good deep position. And then Reynolds staying calm late shot clock and finding the big fella.
St. Louis shot 50% in the first half. St. Joe's only 31% as Avila is fouled. It's certainly a unique look.
Yeah. And he's got some unique nick. Close, like that one's phenomenal. And it's not just the goggles. He's got mad game. They shoot a decent clip at 35%. Today they're shooting 19.
Tough to win a game that way when it's such a big part of your offense. Swope the three. Buries it.
And on the other side, they're doing that.
Back in bounds. Good job by St. Louis sticking together and creating a second opportunity. Avila, a nice feed, and a layup is up and in.
The moment you overplay one of those drives.
Tough job.
Brutal.
Defensive stop for St. Joe's, which they're going to need a lot of to get back into the game here. Down by a dozen. They've missed 5 straight shots, make it almost 6, but instead a foul will put Xavier Brown
To stop on one side and not settling on the other side. As you see Brown, you see Reynolds.
That was interesting, some of those metrics on playing with 2 fouls, but how long can you afford to go with those guys on the bench here? Down double digit. Can they convert here and crawl closer? Xavier Brown aggressively. Ajabo spins and scores.
That was outstanding recognition.
And he has 4.
They did say at shoot around whenever Avila's on him at times, if we can get a duck in, we have to be aware of that. Or if he gets a mismatch and as a guard, we definitely got to get him on the block.
Swope unselfishly for the Anya dunk.
Great job on that step through. He got one defender and he got Ajabo to commit to him, so you drop it off, no rotation on the backside.
16 assists now for St. Louis on 19 made field goals. Couple subs set to check in for St. Joe's as a tough shot for Finkley. First points of the game. It's Haskins and Reynolds set to check in, but a long stretch of play here without a dead ball. But the defense has picked up for St. Joe's in the half court.
Until then.
Correct. Swope poking a hole in that deep entire game, goes to overtime, etc. 3,500 times a game. Sometimes 2 wings, sometimes 1. Brutal. Good gig if you can get it. Go to school for free.
That's nice. Oh, wow.
Tip in. I think they'll credit it to Ajabo, although it may have been just 8. Reynolds curling off a screen. Inside for Ajabo, mismatch. And an easy bucket.
Great recognition again. They've been able to exploit it. When that happens, this was gone over and shoot around. He has to be an option. It's either drive the guy you have if you have a great mismatch or get it inside to him.
Reynolds, nice take and a finish.
Good job on the curl on the weak side. Hell, Brockhoff has to make some presence. Make Reynolds feel him a little bit when he's the weak side big man there.
4 minutes without a point for St. Louis. They've missed 10 of their last 12 shots. Jimerson for 3. Air ball. Rebounded by the Hawks, who pulled to within 4. They have numbers 4 on 3. Finkley attacks the rim and scores.
So defensive rebounding. St. Louis doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds to begin with, but they've closed that off, and it's helped them ignite their offense.
Swope one-on-one. Oh! That's one of those shots where if he misses that, you're like, oh man, he never passed the ball when he knocks it down.
Yeah, that's rare for this team to not really play for and with each other, but Swope wanted it, and he's in a groove right now. He's got 20 on the game.
Ends an extended 8-0 run for the Hawks. Reynolds has been hounded. Reynolds attacks the rim. Reynolds lays it up, and it's rebounded by Fleming, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Playoffs.
It's a little disappointing that we can't ruin anything for you because you're in the playoffs already, but
Yeah, Field have a very tough non-league schedule. They haven't been tested enough to show that, but the SEC is going to show you real quick. And
down to 8 on the shot clock. Nice give and go. Anya scores and a foul.
see, this is what one step late. Fleming commits too soon. Now you're in trouble.
Anya completes the three-point play and extends the lead back out to 7 as we come up on 7 minutes to go. Both teams 1-0 in the Atlantic 10, 18-game league schedule. St. Louis was the only road team to win on Tuesday amongst the 7 league games. As Reynolds draws the foul, Reynolds has been quiet.
Tough call. I think that's a clean block by Simpson. And Reynolds has to be aware this is his last go-round. And sometimes you start to play a little bit of pressure, trying to push too much. Leads the conference of rebounding. That's a big one right there because they're better position. We're the Hawks. But he came away with the ball.
Anya rolling to the rim. And an offensive foul, blocking foul. Blocking foul against the Hawks. 1-and-1 for Anya. Way off the mark. But an excellent offensive rebound by Johnson.
We talk KYP. That's one thing Anya does not do is shoot free throws well.
30 was about to feed Johnson for a layup. Good hands there by Fleming.
The chart right now.
He's shooting 28% from three-point range this year on 8.5 attempts a game. His first 3 years, he was 37%, so he's down about 10% from his career mark. Avila with 3.
That middle ball screen is yielding a lot of fruit for them in this game, and the pick and pop is so deadly with those two guys. The way Swope is playing, he commands a lot of attention. 2-play-1 throwback, easy shot for Avila.
Brown into Jimerson, and he scores.
And they're going to need X Brown to play late game. And I know we talked to him earlier today, asked about his conditioning. Just kind of laughed. Like, it's not where it needs to be, and he knows that it coming back from that hamstring injury. But he's got to give everything he can the last 5 minutes and use timeouts wisely.
Avila all the way to the rim, and he scores.
That's just too easy. Just right down Broadway.
Oh, thought about the 3.
But they're running him off the flare screen. It's tough for Fleming to cover that right now.
Attacks the rim, kicks it out. Avila all alone for 3. He got it. Can't let the foot off the gas totally yet, though. Still an 11-point lead and 2.5 remaining. Swope with the mismatch on Finkley. Swope gets into him, shoots it over him, and scores.
He kind of made a face at first when Finkley was switched on. I'm like, I'm taking this dude.
22 for Swope. Xavier Brown, nifty move, lays it in.
Good footwork by X Brown. The trading baskets isn't going to get it done right now. They have a better job in this against breaking this press in the last couple possessions. Great cut, great pass.
Just 7 points for Jimerson. Quickly the other way, rejected by Kobe Johnson. I'll tell you, this St. Louis offense is a pleasure to watch. Not a high ball screen team, the way they share the ball. It's kind of uncommon in this day.
Play their C-plus game. We make it a little grittier, a little grimier, a little more physical.
USA matchup, college football in the Bahamas. 0-10 all-time in this building. The only win they've ever had over St. Louis was at the Enterprise Center downtown back in 2006. Swope is fouled. Hit his head hard there.
And you tend to struggle at times, especially when things get hard. And one of the biggest issues we talk about is stuff in terms of ball screens and and what are we doing here? It should be talking through the entire possession. That's allowed St. Louis to get some good baskets, easy baskets, I should say, but also play in the rhythm that they wanted to play for the vast majority of this game.
Final minute 10 here. St. Louis with a commanding lead. Fleming has been quiet, and he knocks down the three. Rasheer Fleming with 13. Averages 16 a game. Swope has been the star of the night. Gets it down low for Anya. Extra pass, and it'll put Jimerson at the line.
And they're building toward that. They had injuries early. Avila had injuries. They still are dealing with injuries right now to this game. Their best game now is today. And if they continue to round the form, like we said at the top of the broadcast, either of these teams can compete for the A-10 title, and both are trying to build resumes, whether they win the league or not, or win at Barclays Center or not, that can get into the big names.
St. Louis will improve to 2-0 in the Atlantic 10, and they have another big one coming up on Wednesday. They host St. Bonaventure as Finkley. No call there. Jimerson's got it. Bonnie's playing very well, just beat VCU the other night. St. Bonaventure at St. Louis Wednesday at 7, and then St. Louis is at VCU the following Tuesday. This crowd rises to its feet as the Billikens run out most of the rest of the clock.
They also host VCU in Dayton before the end of the month. January is a brutal gauntlet for the Bills team, which could define their campaign this year.
Foul is called with 22 seconds.
And if you stack wins, the committee does respect.
26 for Swope is probably what he'll finish with the final 20 seconds here. Simpson rises for three. Fleming the offensive rebound. And with 9 seconds left, St. Joe's is just going to dribble out the rest of the clock. Emphatic win for the hometown St. Louis Billikens, 73-57 the final.
This game was a game of swings and momentum and back and forth, but it ended the way it started, with St. Louis playing the way they wanted to play, dictating their terms, really good defensively, excellent offensively, and win going away.
Third straight win for the Billikens, 9-6 over.